Startup Leiria is an accelerator incubator that tries to co-create ecosystems that generate value and growth for entrepreneurs and innovators. Basically, nowadays we have 90 companies. We have a social incubator, and then we have other companies that mostly are from IT, but also support companies in agri-tech, health, and other sectors that are knowledge intensive. We have a strong connection with the municipality, but also with the Polytechnic of Leiria that all bring together a unique ecosystem inside of Portugal. So in terms of short-term goals, we aim to develop our ecosystem in the Leiria region, helping startups, entrepreneurs, but also established companies to be more innovative. We aim to help them grow and also at the same time to transform the region into a more competitive and knowledge-intensive region. Those are our short-term goals. In terms of long-term, we see us as one of the main hubs for innovation in Portugal. We think we have the fabric and the components to create something unique in the Leiria region. Because we are a very distinctive region in terms of industrial bases, knowledge bases. We have a polytechnic, we have strong companies in the industrial sector. We have new companies coming up in terms of software development, and we think we are the main actor that might tie everything together and create something very unique in terms of the future of Portugal, but also in terms of the future of Europe. So we see ourselves as one of the main hubs in Portugal in terms of innovation. Yeah, I think EBN is very important for us in terms of best practices, learning with other more established hubs, what they are doing, and other ecosystems in terms of what works and what doesn't work, in terms of funding, in terms of acceleration models. That's quite interesting for us because we tried several things in the past with relative success. So we want to learn with everyone in the network, and I think that's very important for us. Also connect our entrepreneurs with other entrepreneurs in the rest of Europe in the EBN network, because I think there's lots to learn, but also there are opportunities to create new products, to create new projects, and I think it's very important for Europe, this kind of network. We are lagging behind the United States, and that's worrisome, because we don't have a single market in terms of services, in terms of VC networks, in terms of what we might do with knowledge-intensive startups. So we are really lagging behind the American ecosystem, but also the Chinese ecosystem. They have that advantage of having a single market for services, for investors, and we don't have that. So EBN is fundamental in that sense, that it creates a network in Europe, allowing us to expand and our startups to expand to other countries, to be invested by other investors in other countries, and having our solutions reach all customers in the European space. So I think it's very interesting because although we are a relatively young ecosystem and not as known as Lisbon or Porto in Portugal, in the Portuguese scene, we have several important projects that are growing. One of them is Sound Particles. Sound Particles was actually elected the technological brand of the year in Portugal. What they do is that they develop software for special effects, but in sound software. They created this sound engineering software that allows people that produces movies to create special effects in terms of sound, 3D sound, something that didn't exist in the past. The startup was created by Nuno. Nuno was a professor in the Polytechnic, PhD, and what he did was basically design the software in his as a pastime, and then he believed in himself, and they went to California, and someone in Lucasfilms received him, and then it was the start of his path. But since I guess 6 years ago or 7, we've been helping Nuno in his journey to become from a small startup of 1 person to a scale-up. Now they're doing a Series A. And we've been helping them with the space, with mentoring, with lots of different aspects in terms of who to reach, important questions to pose in terms of growth. And I think that's one of our projects that we cherish the most. Also, Lovis. Lovis was founded by João, and João is from Leiria. He's a very interesting founder because he had a project in the past in Brazil, actually something also related to insurtech. And João was growing a lot, and then Brazil entered into this big crisis, and he had to come from Brazil, and he closed his project there. But he didn't give up, and he started a new company, Lovis, and they are an insurtech. Their markets is mostly France, but also Portugal, Spain. In the next year, they are entering also Belgium, Germany. And they're a scale up now. They already did their Series A, and of course we help them since the beginning with small things, from helping them finding a team for their project, and then of course they went their own way. So these are two very interesting cases in our ecosystem that grew a lot in the past few years. But of course, we have other companies like Riatia, like Evolu, that left us and also are doing their Series A now, and we help them from the beginning. Riatia, it's a good case because Hugo didn't know a thing about VC, and he just tried, and that's a very interesting case of people that don't know how startup and the startup scene and entrepreneurship work, and we help them work out the kinks throughout the way. So, and then we have other promising companies that we believe, like DataH and other companies, we believe that are going to grow a lot in the next few years, and we've been helping them, connecting them with established companies. In the case of DataH, it's an artificial intelligence company. We connected them with Altis, with Siemens, with Hitachi, and basically they're now trying to develop solutions for those companies. So I think that's very interesting.